Hello guys, welcome back to another reaction video here on Our Eyes Your Eyes. I'm ready to watch episode 9 of Ranking of Kings, or Ousama Ranking. But before starting this video, I just want to remind you to subscribe to the channel, click on the notification bell, leave a like to support me, and join me in this super amazing adventure. Okay, in the previous episode we got in touch with the boss and we understood that now he reincarnated inside Daida's body. Let's see what's going to happen now. Are you ready to join me with this? Check it out. Oh, come on, healing, wake up. Daida could have never made something like this, right? Boss, yeah, okay, but he did the same thing. That was like a diamond for her. What about Daida? Exactly. Finally, you take care of him. What the F? I mean, that I don't know is even more terrible because it means he doesn't care. I'm happy that now you care about him. But these are the same creatures that King Bosse wanted to hire, let's say, to kill her, right? But now he changed his mind. No. But at this point, you gained the trust of the queen. Oh, amore. Always taking care of Boggy. Oh no, he's afraid. Yeah, because this is before what happened, right? Yeah. Oh, look at how easily for him to climb the walls. At this point, to eat that piece of cake. Oh, Boggy! But this is a good sign. Because anyway, he ate your cake, so... He went to his mom. No, not yet. No, it's not because of the gestures. It's because maybe, I don't know, you're so tall, so... What task? Just to protect her or something else? Oh, don't worry. Yeah. I think he became pretty fast now. Yes. Let's see, maybe boss is testing him to see if he is worth it to protect the queen? I don't know. I don't understand the boss anymore. Here we go, see, Dorsche is... he became something incredible, but please be careful because... Oh... Oh no! Oh, don't tell me. Are you okay? Oh! Oh! Good job! Well, they are persistent because they want to... Yes! They want to enter! Whoa! Dorsche, resist, please! Yeah, you should attack to... What first? Oh! Miraggio. But with the Dorsche, you will not do that, okay? Even if you think so, it's not going to happen, my dear. Why she knows the Dorsche so much? I mean, she knows that he's going to take away his armor and things like this. So how is it possible? That means she knows all these people in the kingdom. No, Dorsche, resist, please. Oh, no! No! No, 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 no! Oh! No, 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 you have to protect her. I don't know either, but you have to protect your queen right now. Yes, don't care about him because he gives you orders after such a long time, but you spent time with healing, so this matters. Go ahead. Yes. Yes. Dorsche, good job. No, don't, please. No, stay with us. Oh, I hope that there is not another one coming, right? I'm so happy for this. Maybe that's what he wanted to do. I mean, he wanted just to test Dorsche to see if he was reliable. Eh? That's Miranjo! Ma it means that, I mean, Miranjo can't stay out from the mirror for such a long time. But what the F? Yeah, I'm curious too. But why? I want to know more about Miranjo because we don't understand why she has this will. No, he was great. Yes, absolutely. Oh! But at this point, she's right. It's her kid. Why King Boss says, I don't know? It's impossible. He can ask Miranjo where Daida is because she knows. No, no. Something will happen, don't worry. I still don't understand what their mission is. I mean... but she needs to know. At least let's hear what he has to say. That's so hilarious to see Daida, that is King Boss, in front of her. Okay, nice question. But at this point, she's right. Oh! Mama! She heard him. Yeah. Maybe it's inside a boss. I mean, this is so beautiful as a scene. Oh! This is pure injustice. I mean, no matter what Daida is, but he can't be sacrificed like that. Find the emailing. I totally support you. Where is he? Yes, of course! It's inside him! But we are against the King Boss. He will never make it. But I like her resolution, eh? No, are you saying something like this because you don't want to go against the King Boss? Or is that true? Oh! See? Oh no! But why do you have to attack her. No, because if Boji is coming back, he is going to kill. Because healing for him is important. No, Daida, stop him from the inside. Please do something. Boji will help you. Oh! Trust Boji. If you just can't wait until Boji is back. I know. Wait for him. Maybe. Oh, do you remember when I was telling you, come on, Healing, you don't care about your son? I mean, the fact that she was taking care of Boji, about her thoughts for him, and not about Daida. In this episode, I have to change my mind. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm so happy that Healing got in touch with Daida and we understand that she cares about him too. I was so happy to see how proud and how strong she became when it was about to find him. I really like Healing. I think she's a great character and she's not representing a queen. She's representing a mom too. At the beginning of the episode, when we understand how Healing wants to get in touch with Boji, then we saw it already in episode 4, I guess. The way she's pushing herself to reach the heart of other people. This is something that it's quite admirable, because she knew Boji was a hard task, let's say, because to become the mom of a child that you don't know, with a child that has some difficulty, and the fact that you have to improve yourself as a woman before improve yourself as a mom. This is a quite long journey, but as you can see, she could reach him somehow. I really appreciate how tough it was for her, but she didn't give up in order to reach Boji. And at the same time, she was asking about Daida. She was asking about her son, because once she realized that that was not Daida, but that was Bosse, she started understanding what happened. She's starting getting in touch with the reality. That means I need Daida back. After all this time that she was taking care of Boji, or she was paying so much attention to him, it was the proper moment to take care of Daida too. And that beautiful scene in which she is trying to find him by hearing him, this is just an instinct that mother have. And I was so happy. But when Dorche was saying, look, I don't hear anything, is that true? Or it's just because you wanted to follow King Boss's orders? Because at this point, I don't think that she was the only one to hear his voice. Or if she was the only one to hear his voice, it was just because there was this mother instinct that all mother have. There is a special connection, a special bond with their kids. This was something unbelievable. I really hope Daida can survive. I hope Daida can face this difficult moment and try to treasure it. Instead of keep screaming or feeling hopeless, I hope Daida will find his strength, especially in this context. What he said at the end of the episode was pretty awesome. I mean, when he was like, is this where Boji was throughout all this time? I think so. But the difference is that for Boji, this was lasting such a long time. I think his entire existence, until he found a great friend like Kage, until he found a great teacher like Despa. Now, in Daida's case, I don't think it will last such a long time, because if he just can put himself into Boji's position and try to train himself how to handle this bad situation, as much as Boji has always found a way to handle with his difficulty, to find a way. And yeah, the solution in Boji's case was to smile. No matter how hard the moment was, no matter how much he was laughed at, no matter how much he was bullied, the smile made a difference. So now, Daida, if you check him out, throughout all this episode, Daida is crying. He is crying because he can't reach this immense strength. He is crying because he can't make it. He's crying even right now because he feels hopeless. But he has to learn how to handle these tough moments and not take everything for granted. I mean, just because he's a prince and he's the favorite king in the ranking of kings, that doesn't mean that everything is fine, that everything is easy. There are even difficult moments. And as usual, Daida was surrounded by all of the bodyguards, by all of the people he wanted, and they were always following his orders. But right now, he is alone. So he has to go out from there, not because of the help of the others, but because of his own help. So I think that maybe later, if Boji is coming back, there will be a way in which they can defeat King Bosse from both sides. I mean, from the outside, thanks to Boji, and from the inside, thanks to Daida. So this cooperation can grant a great success at the end. I don't know if I'm right or wrong, but I think these two brothers, little by little, they are getting in touch with one another. And I think this is the most amazing thing of this story. If this is happening, it makes you understand that no matter how different you are, no matter how much different your mothers were, there is always this deep bond that you can create. It depends on the context. It depends on how fragile you are. Because remember, fragility is not just something difficult and something sad to live. Thanks to difficulty, you can become stronger. So I think Daida really needs this moment. And I stay on his side because no matter how bad he was so far, it was not right to sacrifice him for other people's purpose, because he's a kid and also because he didn't know where he was going. I mean, he was following Miranjo just as something that maybe in his mind was something easy, was not something terrible and things like this. But at the end of the day, it is, because he was corrupted, he was tempted, and he just fell under this spell of Miranjo without even knowing, because he was not ready to confront her. He was a kid, and he is still a kid, but he's starting realizing that the problem is Miranjo and what he did was wrong. I mean, to follow her, that's just a process that is starting into your mind when you acquire knowledge. So I think Daida, he is becoming more mature. And when you are surrounded by darkness, you don't see with your own eyes, but you have another sort of a vision that is your inner thoughts. And I think that by being surrounded by darkness, this will be a great development for Daida. It's not the contrary. I think by being surrounded by darkness, this will be so helpful, because he will be able to see with his heart how to handle this moment. And did you see? After he was rebelling, screaming, crying, and things like this, he calmed down and he was starting thinking. So I think this is something new happening really, really soon. Regarding Dorche, I was so happy to see that he was, let's say, choosing the queen while he was trying to protect her. That was really nice, because if he was under King Bosse 100%, he would have chosen to stay on King Bosse's side, and he would have let these monsters kill Queen Healing. But as I was telling you during the reaction, one thing is the order, the imminent order that you have to fulfill, that you have to respect and you have to follow. And one thing is all the time you spent with a person that is going to be erased just because of this order. I think that Dorche made the great choice to protect her, but I don't understand why he keeps going on following the orders of King Boss. I mean, no matter if he is the king, and in this case, there is nothing else to do and it can't be helped. I mean, by being the king, you in a kingdom can't go against the king. Otherwise, you have to go out of the land or out of the country, or you're going to be killed. In a real kingdom, that's what's happening, right? Especially many centuries ago. But we're talking about the queen, and even if the king is more important than the queen, even the queen has her own authority. So I hope that Dorche is not going to kill her, or that he keeps protecting her even next time. Let me tell you honestly, I don't understand why King Bosse is doing all this. Because when Dorche is saying, what about if even the next mission fail, and King Bosse is already thinking about Boggi. There is this sort of flash of Boggi appearing in his mind. Does that mean that he's afraid that Boggi is coming back to protect her? Because as we can see, Boggi, after such a long time, he developed this great relationship with Queen Healing. So if he will be back, he will surely protect the Queen Healing. And it seems as if King Bosse is a little bit afraid of this, or he doesn't want to match his own kid. I don't know, but I hope that Dorche, even next time, is going to protect her. Because I really don't understand what's the mission behind all this. I mean, what's the main goal? And I know somehow that King Bosse wants to fulfill Miranjo's goals. As you can see, it seems that he's fighting for her. He's fighting for her dreams. He's fighting for make all those dreams come true. As if he has a deep attachment to Miranjo, no matter what's going on. I mean, he met Miranjo before everything. So it's like as if he's adoring this figure, or he wants to protect her because something bad happened to her. I don't know, we need to know more about Miranjo and what's behind her, what's her background story, because as you can see, even King Bosse is not asking her, or he prefers not to have these answers from her regarding his own questions, because he was tempted to ask her more questions, but then he was smiling and he was going ahead because he knew that he touched her weak point. And in fact, even through the mirror, she was crying, or she didn't have a lots of time to spend outside of the mirror, because we really need to know what happened here, because you all know that the only question she didn't want to answer was why or who confined you in the mirror. What happened that you are in that situation? She didn't want to answer. So we need to know more about that too, and I hope that they're going to reveal us everything that happened to her, because once we understand her, we can understand maybe even her goals and why she's doing what she's doing, or why she's trying to tempt even King Bosse to do what he's doing. Let me tell you one last thing. I didn't like when King Bosse replied to Queen Healing regarding Daida, when she was asking him, where is Daida? Tell me, where is he? And he said, oh, I don't know. What? I mean, no matter what's your purpose, no matter how much you want to listen to Miranjo, no matter the background story of Miranjo, anyway, you sacrificed your kid. Anyway, you accepted this. Anyway, you don't care about Daida, and this is something sad. Because as I was telling you, Daida's fault is just the way in which he was following Miranjo, but he doesn't have any fault to be sacrificed like that. I don't know, at this point, before making my final judgment about all these things, of course I have to go on with the story, but I'm going with the flow. I mean, I'm commenting just what I see episode after episode. So then when the final solutions will come, I will be able to say, oh, look, I was right or I was wrong, or that's why it happened, or something like this. But sincerely, I don't understand King Boss. I hope he has a great reason why he's doing something like this, because otherwise I can't stand him and Miranjo. Okay, last but not least, I want to praise Wither Studio. I think they are making a great job. No matter if we are talking about an attack scene or not, I like the colors. I like these fairy tale taste that they make in this story. I like the OST. I think it's so amazing because it's actually reproducing this taste of the fairy tale or something dedicated to kids, even if this story doesn't have anything to do with kids. Yeah, I like how the studio could reproduce a great story like this. And even in this case, as much as for Made in Abyss, you don't have to pay attention on the character design, because even if it seems so childish, at the end of the day, this story doesn't have anything to do with kids, or it's not just for kids. It's something more mature, and of course, Ranking of Kings is based on a seinen manga, so you know that the contents are a little bit deeper than usual, but I really like how Weta Studio is creating battle scenes, dialogue scenes, the contrasts of colors, these warm colors that are giving you this atmosphere as if you are, yeah, in a fairy tale, but then even this darkness that is jumping in as if we are, yeah, in a fairy tale when there is temptation involved. I told you about Snow White last time, right? But yeah, I think this amazing taste that is reproduced here, they are making it. I mean, I feel it all. So keep going on with studio like this. I know you're making great masterpieces, so keep going on like this and you will be so successful. Okay guys, I think for this episode that is it. Hope you enjoyed and stay tuned, because next week I come back with episode 10 of Ranking of Kings, or Ousama Ranking. In the meantime, feel free to subscribe to the channel and click on the notification bell. Bye guys, see you in the next video.